What is up, my Squirtleites? It is I, your king, welcoming you back to more Let's Play Horizon Forbidden West. In the last episode, we rescued some miners out of the Crimson Narrows over here, who had gotten trapped in a cave-in thanks to some explosions. And in this episode, we're going to go over a myriad of things as we make our way slowly back to Chainscrape now that we've taken care of some quests. This right here is known as a shelter. You'll find these all throughout the game. They can do various things. Now, trying to change the time of day is completely unavailable as long as you're in the Daunt. Until we have made it past this section of the game, we will not be able to use this feature. Everything else, however, is available to us, like saving at the campfire. Of course, going to quick save. We also have a workbench and access to our stash, which is really nice, and I can actually go in here. I could restock if I was actually low on anything, but I am not. But if we go to our workbench, I can actually use some metal shards to get some upgrades here. I can upgrade the Thunder Sling. I also could... I'm just one Fanghorn Antler short, and I know there's some Fanghorns back where we're going that I'd be able to get. I could craft some traps, I suppose. Blast traps will be a little bit more useful to me than the acid traps, but we can always use those later. And, of course, we're short on pouch upgrades. Gosh dang it. We need jay feathers, squirrel hides, boar hides, squirrel bones, vulture feathers, and raccoon hides is the other one that I really need to get. So we got a lot of little critters to kill, and not every single one of them is available here in the Daunt, but we're going to want to keep an eye out for them. That is a boar there, and a boar there. I have the wrong item out. Let's kill that thing. That's a bone. We can actually do a little bit of hunting as we make our way over this way, because this is going to mostly be an episode of just kind of doing some wandering, some auspicious exploring and the like. So there's our boar hide, so we'll actually be able to use that now to upgrade our resource pouch. That's the first thing I want to do before we get a move on. So let's do that. Definitely need to upgrade its medicinal berry space, food space, resource space of all kind. All nice things to have, and we can actually use that to restock our resources even a bit more. So now we have a lot more room to work with. I like it. All right, Aloy, let's keep going. So we're actually going to cross the river over here. We're going to ignore the burrower spot over there because that's kind of all that awaits us that way. I think there's probably like a chest or something over that way, but nothing that I absolutely need. And I'm just going to kind of leave my charger where it's at for the time being because the next tower is just right up that way. So we should be able to start climbing that here pretty easily. So I'm going to see if I can make my way up like this. Oh, no, we got it. We got it. Oh, Aloy, don't go down. Go up. There we go. All right. So over we go. Although it looks like we're going to want to kind of make our way over now. Get some Midnight Bloom, another component for some dyes that we'll get later. And I see that that is there. Can I do that? There we go. Skip all that. Although I would like to actually go down and grab this Azure Bloom. There we go. All right. Is there another one? There is another one up that way. We can make our way up to it. Possibly. Come on. There we go. And launch beyond that. There we go. Up to the top. And around. I mean, okay, that was unnecessary. I didn't need to pull that move there. But we're basically here now. And on to the tower. There's no metal flower around here. They're not on every single one, I promise. It was just the one kind of demonstrating that it's a thing and that we're going to have to come back to it. But this one should be pretty simple. Lots of rappelling to do on these towers as well. So up we go. There might be more resource chests along the way also. Indeed there is. Glad I looked. Got a metal bone and some metal shards. More metal shards is always good. You can pretty much never have enough in this game. In fact, that is something I will say. In another thing this game does really well, that Horizon Zero Dawn kind of did not do super well, was it made you a little too strong a little too quickly. How do I... Okay, give me the signal lens. Thank you. A little too strong a little too quickly. Pretty much by the time you hit Meridian, you likely had so many metal shards at that point that you could just buy pretty much all the best weapons in the game. The only ones that were better were the Lodge weapons, but you had to unlock those. You couldn't actually just straight up buy those. And they didn't even take that much longer to get anyway, because you could pretty much go straight to the lodge after you arrived in Meridian anyway, and then start working on those. And those were the best weapons in the game until you got to the expansion. So, I mean, and mind you, Meridian, you get there at like the 1/3, like not even halfway into the game, like a third of the way into the game. So you could get really way too strong way too quickly, and this game does not have that problem, I promise you. It's a lot more gradual in its progression, which I do appreciate. Just want to make sure I'm going the right way. Okay, we are. Just want to. So I'm going to this burrower site, not the other one. So let's head over this way. And actually, this would be a great time to have my charger with me. I say that, and I keep thinking of like the charger, like a Dodge Charger. Which I guess in this case, considering I'm about to go around these burrowers here, that would make it a dodging charger. I'm so funny. All right, let's move on to this campfire over this way. We're just going to run past it. We don't really need to stop at it. We're going to go right on over to this unknown location along the way, which is going to lead us to another unknown location along the way. Although, before we actually go in here, let's go fight some fanghorns real quick so I can explain these critters. So fanghorns are kind of like grazers from the first game, except grazers had blaze canisters on their backs that you could shoot and they would explode and it would pretty much instantly kill them. With fire fanghorns, that doesn't work so much because they are actually very resistant to fire, so it'll do a little bit of damage, but not a lot. So with these guys, instead, you're going to want to use ice bombs to your advantage, and then you're going to want to shoot them in the antlers. So let's do that one after the other, like so. And now, let's see if we can actually hit these things while they're brittle, so it does the extra damage. Oh, come on. There we go. Gotcha. Okay, there goes that one. This one's going to take off, which is... Oh, no, never mind. It stopped. Wait. I thought I killed it. Never mind. There we go. Okay. Now, if we can hit your antler off, that would be great. And then your canister. Quickly get another shot in before its its frost status goes away. And there we go. That is how you kill fanghorns. Now, their antlers are also incredibly useful, which is why I was shooting at those. The only reason I was particularly aiming for those was not necessarily for the component, though. It's just because they're a super easy weak spot to hit on these guys. So, highly recommend it. I think, actually, I left... Did I leave another antler? Oh, my gosh. I can't even say words today. Did I leave another antler lying around is what I meant to say. And, in fact, I did. Thank you. Ugh. I keep, like, combining words in my brain before I say them. So I say antlorn or fangler. It's just like it's not going too well for me right now. All right. Let's dive on in here. And we are going to want to actually go in the cave. This is the sunken cavern, which actually acts as a throughway to another area, which is perfect because right on the other side is going to be the third tower in this section of the Daunt that we can explore. But inside the sunken cavern, there's actually a couple of things we can grab. I don't think there's anything on this side, but over here, we got a couple things I want to draw your attention to. There's a cache over by what looks to be a dead body. But then there's this right here, which this is something important. This is known as green shine. And we're going to grab that, green shine silver. That is one of the smaller variants of green shine. You'll find bigger ones later. And green shine is used both for selling, but even more importantly for upgrading very specific weapons. Usually the more rare and legendary quality weapons will require green shine as opposed to the earlier weapons you get in the game. This also applies to the armor as well. So you're going to want to hold on to that, stash as much of it away as you can. I would not advise selling it until you basically have no need for it any longer. And at that point, it is actually worth quite a bit to sell it. But like I said, I wouldn't do it until you absolutely need to. All right, let's get on out the other side. Like I said, there is a tower awaiting us just out here. So there we go. We can also grab ourselves some river bloom. And there is the base of the tower just right here. See? Very simple. Use a pulse. I guess we weren't close enough, but we'll use it again when we get close. There you can see is the way up. All right, there's two ways, but I want to actually get to this cache up here. If I can. So let's do that. Drop down. Give me that, and thank you. All right. Let's make our way. Slowly but surely. And we actually need to make our way all the way over to the right, so that was a very interesting little animation there. She kind of like swung under her own arm. She did it again. There it is again. That's really silly. Wouldn't that actually make things a lot harder for you, Aloy? It sure feels like it would. Okay, I can't. Oh, I'm actually kind of in a bad spot. Maybe. You know what? I actually don't think I can make it from here. Hold on. Let me try this. Oh. No, we're good. We're fine. Okay, we made it. Everything is okay. Let's launch out and pull ourselves up. There we go. And now we just go around and continue from here. I think there is another grapple spot. Not right here, but maybe a little further up that we can use to bypass things even more. Every time you see those, take advantage of them. It's a lot faster than climbing the normal way, obviously. But it looks like we got some verdant bloom right here, the green color. So grab that. And now,
watchtower. I wonder what's inside.
Can I? Nope. No, it doesn't look like there is one here after all. But it looks like there's some more bloom up here, possibly. Midnight bloom. Thank you. Remember, stock up on these all you can. They're in every single climbing section in the game, pretty much. Okay. Hup! Don't miss that jump, or you're going to lose a lot of progress there. Okay, I thought I missed that pale bloom for a second. But I did not. Whoa, geez. Whoa, geez. That was sketchy. Nope. We need to jump to here. Okay. And then I'm not seeing any grapple points, so maybe I was misled. Or I misthought. I thought there were more of these, but I guess not. If we can climb over, we should have ourselves a cache right here. Let's grab that. I guess we can also grab this bitter leaf while we're here. And keep going up. More verdant bloom. And the final tower. And I think this one has like 4 or 5 rappel sections to get down because that was such a long and arduous climb, and it's already at a high point, so you're basically no higher up in any tower than this one. This one is just crazy in terms of the other ones. But we also get a pretty amazing view from this one that I can't wait to show you. Whoa, that was very sketchy. All right, we're fine. There we go.
And there's another one of those devices.
All right, let's gather it.
And
Got it.
guess I'll figure out what to do with it later.
Check this out here. In fact, as we go out onto the rappel.
Entire valley up here. No wonder the Karja built this watchtower.
Check this thing out. The Daunt is huge, and it's only just the tip of the frickin' iceberg. You can even see Barren Light from here. That's just insane. This game is just, like, I cannot overstate how massive this game is because, every time I say that, I cringe a minute because I am personally one of those people where when I hear that a game is huge, I instantly roll my eyes and go, shut up, I don't want a game that's huge, because massive games are usually so constantly full of bloat and uninteresting things that it typically the only thing they have going for them is padding, and in that case it's like, why would I ever want to play your game? But this is like one of the only series that just somehow gets that right. Even Ghost of Tsushima I don't think got it right as well. I said many times during that Let's Play that much of what that game had going for it was actually carried by its combat, because the combat in that game was phenomenal, but at the same time it only held it for so long. Like, I did get legitimately fatigued with that game by the time we got to the end of it. And, you know, then the thought of having to do Iki Island after the fact, the expansion, that's why I've given that game a break for a while, because I just can't do that. This game, I could just play it forever because of all of the many things that make it what it is. You know, it's so much more than just a combat system, which is already very good. Just the machine combat in general. But it's also, you know, all of the interesting world building and the locations that you go to and the things that you run into. Are there very generic aspects to this game? Absolutely, and we will be getting into those as we play through it. But it somehow does a lot of those quote-unquote generic things so much better than a lot of other games, if not all other games, do. At least the ones that have those things. All right, let's talk to Milduff and get him his stuff back.
Ah, there you are. I happen to receive another visit from Olvin himself. He was pushy, but I stood my ground. And dare I say it, I even got my own back. Yes, I did.
I'm listening.
When I made his meal, I used 3 pinches of salt. Instead of 2.
Each journey begins with a single step, I guess. I think I have everything you asked for.
Then just as you have inspired me, let us see if I can return the favor. Time to cook.
Wow. Milduff, that was inspired.
Next time you want the best provisions, you know where to find me. And your next order of any dish will be on the house.
Thanks. And don't forget to stand up for yourself.
Funny you should say that. As it happens, I'm already cooking up my next portion of resistance. Hope to see you again.
And don't worry, Milduff, you actually will, because I'm going to talk to you immediately, and we are going to buy, well, not buy since it's free, Milduff's Treat. Now, obviously, if it's on the house, we want to get one of the best things in here. The two best are Meat in the Middle and Milduff's Treat. Meat in the Middle boosts stamina regen by 2 levels for 3 minutes and restores health and stamina. This one boosts melee damage by 2 levels for 3 minutes, something that we can use like right before a fight. Let's grab Milduff's Treat. There we go. All the rest are going to obviously cost, like, additional things. This is why you want to grab stuff like Riverbloom Leaf and the Bitter Leaf and all that kind of stuff, so you can buy those later. But for now, I think we're good with Milduff's Treat. We also have skill points to spend, all that good stuff. And the food that we just ate also gives us a health boost for a little while. So we are going to put that to use in the next episode as we go and hunt Errand down. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be it for this episode of Let's Play Horizon Forbidden West. I hope you all enjoyed it very, very much. Next episode, we are going to head southward. We've got To the Brink, go to Aaron's last known location. We've got the Bristlebacks, search west of the quarry for the Bristlebacks so we can figure that situation out. And once we get Chainscrape up and running, we're going to have even more quests opened up to us here in the Daunt. All things that we're going to want to do before we inevitably make it to Barren Light, which of course is going to have its own slew of things going on, considering it's even bigger than Chainscrape is. So it's a big game, guys. And like I said, this is only just the beginning. Thank you all so very much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one.